Sorry, girl. The newbie brought it out. Sorry you don't like it. You can't control the situation. And
okay, now let me,
that's why she went. We have never, have you ever seen
well, plus she knows it's true. Okay, so let's pause for a minute.
Have you ever seen her this mad?
No. Let's pause for a minute.
Okay.
And let me tell you what Margaret was doing behind the scenes, because this is huge. This is huge. Margaret was telling everyone that Teresa was going, maybe getting her own show. Teresa was going off the show with Louis. She was telling them all that she went to the higher ups, the executives. They came to her and they said, Teresa's going. Now, that's why I believe that Melissa and Joe felt comfortable with not going to the wedding, standing up for themselves. They pushed it hard where they normally wouldn't because they need the paycheck. Okay. So that's why I think a lot of truths came out as far as the Gorgas, because they truly believed Margaret when she said, I spoke to the executives and they said, Teresa's going. Now, I have heard this from other people too. So she's been spreading this all around. Okay. So that's what they truly believed, that the executives said Teresa will not be back. That's what gave Melissa the balls to come out and do what she did. Now they're all going to scramble because people are saying, oh, they're filming for the holidays. Listen to me. And they're saying everybody's getting a contract. None of this is true. There is no contracts. They don't know who's getting one. And it might be paused till 2024. It might not. It might not.
It might be paused longer, which I'm going to get into in a second.
Right. 2024. Nothing is set in stone yet, people. Nothing. Okay.
Well,
nothing.
We're going to, well, this is why, listen, when D-list bloggers use first of all, it is so juvenile. It is so juvenile, unless you are Page Six or the Daily Mail, to use the word exclusive every week. Right. It is so juvenile. The things that you and I know, we have known this, which we'll break down about Margaret, for weeks. Like weeks. There's no exclusive. It is so juvenile. That is the first thing. The second thing is we're going to get into the pause, and you people, everyone listening, should really, really, really listen up and slip into our DMs, because the shit that you're being fed is so false. It is so wrong. You are believing false information. Now, there was just this article on Page Six which said exclusive. When Page Six has an exclusive, they can use the word, because let me tell you something, Page Six goes all millions and hundreds of millions of people read Page Six. Now, it cited an anonymous source. I don't want to say just because I have Page Six on speed dial and they run my podcast all the time and I speak to them on a daily basis, that's me. Oh, I'm not saying that. But Page Six has all the correct facts. So while you've been reading all these D-list bloggers, and we're really only referring to a specific one, which guess what? Now it's over. Say whatever you want, because Kim and David drop the mic when they're ready. You know what?
Exactly.
I have a very good friend. Her name is Bethany Frankel. Do you know my good friend, Bethany Frankel?
Yes. Yes.
She told me that if you take a shot at this B, you better not miss. Well, if you take a shot at the two of us, you don't even have to miss. You can hit us because we are Teflon Don, and we'll come back.
Exactly. We love it. We thrive off it. But
so drop the mic. But wait,
there's nothing.
So everything you said is correct. Margaret went around all season, which we have heard from multiple sources, and told all the cast, I heard Teresa's going. Now,
not coming back.
I don't know how dumb, but it just shows you the ego and how much people want to believe things. Because if you told me that, I would tell you you're crazy.
Exactly.
But Melissa, I think I agree with you. I think Melissa believed it and really just saw stars, as she would be the star of the show. Well, the thing is,
listen, let me explain something to you. The Gorgas and the Giudices hate each other, and they've hated each other for years. So let me explain to everyone. This was any friendship that you see, any family time that you see was strictly for the cameras and the paycheck. Okay? Teresa too. All these tears, I don't know what these tears are about. I think there's an underlying reason why she's crying. but it's all for the paycheck. They did it because they were on a show. They can't fucking stand each other. With that said, they did it for the paycheck. Now they didn't think they had to do it. They were good. They were home free. They were going to be on the show without her. They didn't care. The truth can all come out. We can't stand you. You can't stand us. Bye, bye. That's what happened. All the other stuff was fake. This was real.
This was real. And you guys, you have to understand, like, this is why we have a pause. So first of all, anyone who says everybody's coming back, everyone is 100, and I'm not talking about Jackie and Fessler. I'm talking about there's a pause because, as we know, Kim, from very reliable multiple sources, Bravo is pissed. They are pissed the fuck off. They don't know what to do. Now, scenario one. Now, here, Kim, you have been talking here, Kim, for 10 years on this podcast about the damn green dress. And every time you mention your damn green dress, Kim, I tune out because we've heard it from you. So guess what, girl? Your green dress is finally relevant here behind the velvet rope because we've done that. We have already done it where they said, because last night I'm friends with Anna Kinkose, some Miami housewife. She said to me, I don't understand. For $2 million, can't they just fake it? Bravo won't let them fake it. Bravo is actually giving you all credit, you viewers, and saying it has gone so far this season that we cannot just pretend for $2 million, Teresa and Melissa, because these viewers will say, what happened? This is
they're not going to believe it. First of all, Teresa completely turned everything around last night on Watch What Happens Live. Louis said, no, I didn't talk to Bo Dietl. I just said that. 2 times Louis threw out Bo Dietl's name. And people are saying stuff about Bo Dietl. I happen to know Bo Dietl. Okay. He's an acquaintance of mine. I knew him for years.
Bo Dietl?
Bo Dietl is, he's a detective that Louis said that last night he has information on everyone in Bo Dietl. And they're like, oh, Bo Dietl, don't do that anymore. Let me explain something about Bo Dietl. Bo Dietl is now an actor, but he still has connections with detective. He might even have his detective. Do you think Bo Dietl is going to go and do the investigation? He has people that does that. He had his own detective agency. He's a big time guy, Bo Dietl. Okay. And if Louis said at the kitchen table with Dolores and Jen, yes, I got information on everyone from Bo Dietl. And then Teresa goes, yes, he's coming to our wedding. Number 1. Number 2, he threw out Bo Dietl's name at the finale. I got information on all of you. Then last night on Andy Cohen, he goes, no, I just said that. And Andy Cohen goes, oh, well, that was pretty good. You just came up with that. He goes, yeah, it's good. Listen, we're catching him in all kinds of lies. All kinds of lies. First, I'm sure he knows Bo Dietl. I know Bo Dietl, okay? But, and everyone's saying, oh, Bo Dietl is a husband. He's far from that. He was just in The Godfather of Harlem. I mean, he's a big actor and he still has major connections in New York City. So yeah, maybe he's 72. What does that mean? He's washed up. He's far from washed up. He has a lot of connections and he probably still has, if he doesn't run his detective company, I'm sure he has one, so stop with the, oh, who is he? Whatever. Bo Dietl was a big guy back in the day as far as a detective. And I'm sure he still has some, connections. I believe that he tried to get information on. I heard this also that he was digging up Luisa was digging up dirt on other people.